everyone, and welcome back to the post credits here on the post credits channel. I'm Adelia. That's my buddy Brandi. We're talking about episode 9 of the Real Housewives of Rhode Island today. Brandi, I'm very tired.
I know, I'm tired too.
I'm tired because my niece and nephew are here and they're running me ragged. I'm tired of drama on this show. I'm tired of how it seems like no one can have a conversation except about the drama.
Yeah, no, I was just as frustrated as Ashley was.
Yeah, I was actually in this episode. I was like, why are we talking about this again? And it's just the cycle. It's just a cycle at this point. It's going to start all over again next week because we saw in the previews at the end, we had Liz and Alicia sniping at each other in the car. Joellen trying to mediate until Liz started snapping at her too, and it's all going to blow up at Rich's show next week.
Yeah, I mean, they can't go nowhere without being. They're blowing up in Rhode Island. They're blowing up here in Massachusetts, like because Rich's show is in Boston, so they're going to Capo, Capo, in Boston, which I think Rich and Rosie are going to be at, doing one of the Housewives watch-alongs. I think
Nice.
next week or the week after, like, and coming up in June. I was trying to get tickets for that too, because I'm trying. So the Housewives, I'm sidetracking a little bit, but the Housewives will be in Rhode Island at Bally's on June 20th, the weekend of Father's Day weekend. I do got tickets to go, so I will be meeting Liz, Alicia, Joellen, and Kelsey. It's a question and answer meet and greet, so I will be meeting them, and I'm kind of excited.
Nice.
But back to the drama. There's going to be a whole lot of drama going on.
There's nothing but drama. Okay, let's start at the beginning of this episode where we see the aftermath of Rosie kicking Kelsey out of her house last week. Kelsey is driving home. She's calling Liz. She's talking about how she's furious about Rosie's comments, which I can understand why she'd be furious about what Rosie said.
Mm-hmm.
But I also totally understand why Rosie was furious that Kelsey was acting the way she was. We discussed a lot of that last week.
Listen,
we're not rehashing it.
Yeah, they were all in the wrong. And they're all in the wrong this week, too.
Yeah.
First, Kelsey calls Liz, and then we find out that Rosie called Joellen, which is surprising. Joellen, of all people, like, they weren't getting along before.
Yeah,
but it seems like
Rosie also called Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ashley and Jared were at some sort of market of some kind.
Yeah, they were at a place to get, like,
stuff for Audrey's.
For Audrey's, yeah. It's a place, kind of like a Costco BJ's type of place to get bigger stuff. So they were getting stuff because they're going to have trivia night at Audrey's, which Alicia calls Aubrey's. And Adelia called it Aubrey's. I was like,
my
Audrey's.
niece's name is Audrey. And I was like, as soon as she said that, I was like, God damn it, Alicia, don't put that into my head because I don't want to call my niece Aubrey. Her name is Audrey. Just like Jared's coffee shop is Audrey's. They're going to have a trivia night. Ashley's planning on all the girls going. Rosie calls her while they're in the store and is like, I don't want to be anywhere near Kelsey, so you have to decide either I'm coming or Kelsey's coming.
Which I thought that was wrong. First of all,
that's a shitty thing to
do not put Ashley in the middle of it. And that's what Jared is. Jared's like, they're putting you in the middle. Like, don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that. Which and Ashley's like, what am I going to do? And, you know, she's like, oh, the head thing. And, like, I'm like, don't do that's not cool to do to any of you. If you're your friend, you don't tell your friend to choose between you and another friend. If, you know, she's trying to get along with everybody. And then you're going to try to start issues with her and other people. So, yeah, I didn't like that part.
And I didn't like the part where Rosie flat out lied to her about whether Kelsey meant this as a joke. Because Kelsey clearly told her she was joking. Rosie just didn't find it funny.
Yeah.
And I can understand not finding it funny.
Yeah.
Kelsey clearly meant it as a joke.
Yeah, she did mean it as a joke. I didn't like that she did that either. It's just a lot of things people saying on different sides of everything and people taking sides of everybody and, you know, and not hearing... They're hearing one person's side and they're just automatically picking a side, which Liz kind of picked Kelsey and like, and then she was sitting at the. So Ashley did not disinvite Kelsey, and she,
Did not disinvite Rosie.
yeah, didn't disinvite Rosie, and she didn't tell Rosie about Kelsey until Rosie came in. She didn't want nobody to not show up. You know what I mean? Everybody's gonna face the music. So
Yeah.
she's like, okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. You three will be over here. We'll be over here. Different teams. So you're not in the same table. So she put herself, Rosie, and Liz at the table, which I was like, oh, that's not even a good one. You should have put Alicia at the table with you because she's more of the one that's kind of like
On
that's
Rosie's
not,
side.
yeah. So Liz is kind of rolling her eyes at things, and
Yeah.
she's trying to tell her side of the story. And she didn't find it funny. You know, like, oh, she was joking, but if somebody didn't find that joke funny, then it was tacky. You know what I mean? Like, it was
Yeah.
tacky
Yeah.
to them. She didn't find it funny. So, like, you should
Yeah.
be understanding, like, okay, she meant it as a joke, you didn't find it funny. I understand that, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
and even though they've been fighting, like I said, they've been fighting the whole time, back and forth, and then this one time, they're not best friends yet. They're not that familiar. Like me and you could joke around because we're friends. We say something, we joke around. But they're not on that terms yet. So that's still, Rosie's thinking everybody's making fun of her, and they kind of are
Yeah.
still. They kind of are,
They kind of are. Yeah.
and I didn't like how that.
No, I didn't like how any of that played out. Like,
Mhm.
I don't think Rosie is the greatest of people, but
No.
she doesn't deserve the way they treat her and just
Mhm.
automatically all gang up on. So it's like Rosie and Ashley on one side because Ashley's trying to stand up for her friend Rosie, and then
Mhm.
everybody else on the other side. I hate that
Yeah,
has developed over the course of all of
but
this.
Alicia's been jumping in for
Alicia's
Rosie too.
trying to see like
She didn't find
both
it funny,
sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, but she didn't find it funny. It wasn't like I see. I'm like that. I'm the same thing. I'm like, well, she didn't find it
Yeah.
funny. That wasn't funny to her.
Yeah. Well, let's just
And then we
talk
had
about the whole trivia night right now.
yeah,
Um,
Ash
Audrey's was packed for the trivia night.
full up.
Everybody shows up, and Kelsey's the last of them to show up, and she waltzes in a Miss Slam Pig sash
Ash.
and a tiara, announcing that she's beauty, she's grace, she's Miss Slam Pig United States.
You know where that was from, right?
Yeah,
Miss Congeniality. Sorry,
yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
sympathy fans.
No, you're good. And Kelsey can't. This isn't funny, Kelsey.
No,
Like,
she went into start stuff. She went obviously for sure went into start shit. And then they're all
yeah,
back and forth, and then everybody's looking at them. And they're not just like staring; they're laughing at them. They're like, these guys are ridiculous. And
yeah.
then
There were a few guys in there who definitely like were interested in Kelsey as Miss Slam Pig
hmm
too. Like,
hmm
it was gross.
yeah, and
Um,
then Ashley was just like overwhelmed, and she's like, God, and she started screaming in the middle of all them screaming when they were going through that, where she was like, and they're like, Ashley, calm down. And they're like, oh, this is your establishment. You shouldn't be acting like that. But you was acting like that in the freaking her establishment. She's just fed up with it, and I understand why she was fed up with it. And she
See,
walked
this is why
away.
to me Ashley remains the most relatable out of all of them.
hmm
Because if I owned a coffee shop and my
hmm
friends came in and started just this huge back and forth cursing each other out kind of fight in the middle of it, I'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
And I'd freak out.
yeah. And she went back to Jared, and Jared told her to go into the back room and calm down. Like he's
Yeah.
her rock,
Yeah.
calming her. He's like, oh, you guys are talking about things. So when she was on the phone with Rosie, he's like, I'm gonna walk over here. Like I don't want to hear
Yeah.
her. But then
Yeah.
she involved him because she told him what, and he's like, oh no, that's not a friend. If they're making you choose, that's not what a friend makes you do. Basically, you don't
Yeah.
choose. You
So,
be your own person and you do your own thing. But yeah, Ashley, and then she went back and apologized. I'm sorry I acted like that, but like I'm frustrated, and I understand she's frustrated because
yeah.
who wouldn't be when they're acting like that? And then they're still going, and everybody else climbs under the table.
Yeah, Rosie's calling Kelsey a loser. Kelsey saying she's a proud slam pig. I don't think that sentence has probably been said very often on television before. At one point, Kelsey says, "Oink, oink, motherfucker."
Yeah.
Like, people were filming them with their phones.
Yeah.
Ashley, I just totally get her in this scene. I totally get why Rosie felt ganged up on, too. She stormed off saying the click needs to stop clicking.
Yeah. And there is definitely a click on.
Yeah. Ashley
Joe
starts
Allen's
crying again.
flip-flopping because
Joellen's playing both sides.
she is. Because she went to the dinner with them, with Kelsey and Liz and their partners, and had that interaction with them. And she was like, she didn't have to tell Kelsey, "Oh yeah, Rosie called me," but she did. She's like, "So what happened with you and Rosie?" And she's like, "What do you mean? How do you know anything?" And she's like, "Well, Rosie called me." Like, she's trying to start shit there too. I'm like, stop it, girls. Just stop it. Stop it. But back at the Audrey's, I have to say about, I was laughing at the trivia because they were all like, what's the name, they were doing Disney, what's the name of the pig in Toy Story? And they're all like, Pig. Mr. Pig. They didn't know. But one question.
Well, Alicia said bacon. Bacon. And I was like, Alicia, why is the pig named Bacon?
And I was laughing because there was a Rhode Island question thrown in there. Now, if you're not from the area, you don't know. Adelia knows, because I've pointed it out to her. They said, "What is the name of the big blue bug in Providence?" So on the highway, when we're going to Warwick it's because TF Green Airport is not technically in Providence, it's in Warwick. So when we're driving, so I go fly that because I'm close to the airport. Adelia flew into there, picked her up. But when you're driving that way on the highway, there's a big blue bug. They dress it up all the time. Like for Christmas, I think they have a big light on the nose, but it's the infamous big blue bug. I just noticed the big blue bug. I don't even know the name of the freaking big blue. I don't think I might have looked it up before, but I don't remember the name of it. It's just the big blue bug. But that's a staple off the highway in Providence when you're driving on 95. Like, it's right there. So I'm like, I always point it out, I'm like, there's the bug. I'm going by, there's the bug. You see the bug, you know you're getting closer when you're by the bug. So it was just a little trivia that I laughed at because it's something that I know about.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that dinner that you mentioned. Yes. Kelsey and Bill go on their first couples date with Gary and Joellen and Jerry and Liz. That's when
I'm glad that you said their names because I get them all confused because you're so.
I wrote it down this time.
Okay. I get confused with names. Jerry, Gary.
Yeah, Jared is fine. I know, but I know Jared from Schmodown. Jared and Ashley from Schmodown, so it's like totally different. Joellen shared Rosie's side of the story from the phone call because Liz wanted to know what Rosie's side of the story was, and that's when Kelsey reveals that Rosie called her career dick sucking. And then we cut to her confessional thing, and she's like, "It's not a career. She only sucks bills, and she does it for free." And it's just like, why are you saying this on television? And then we learned the definition of a slam pig. Well, I didn't, and most people watching this show wouldn't have known. The definition of a slam pig is a promiscuous woman, usually overweight and ugly, who's used for pumping and dumping, which sounds horrifying.
It's basically someone they're using.
Yeah. Alicia later claims her mom made up that name. And Liz very funnily says, not if it's on Urban Dictionary. Probably not. But Liz doesn't care for these terms, and I agree with her.
Liz didn't know. She's like, I never heard that before.
Yeah, but Liz also says she doesn't like all these slut shaming terms, and I agree with her. I hate this stuff. Then Kelsey asked everyone at the dinner if it's weird that her ex is still paying for stuff, and none of them think so but Bill. And Bill, I clearly understand
Mhm.
why Bill doesn't like this.
Mhm.
And then when Gary asked her if she has to do anything in return for her ex, for him to pay off for all this stuff, she
She
jokes
joked.
she has to blow him once a week. And it's like, what are you
Yeah, Bill's
talking
face
about,
when she
Kelsey?
said that, he was
Yeah,
not happy when she said that.
Kelsey is not funny, is what it comes down to, because that's another joke that doesn't land at
Mhm.
all.
That wasn't. And I was gonna say something about Liz. Oh my
Yeah,
god, I just lost
I don't know, but Kelsey jokes around that she doesn't want to be homeless like Alicia. And because Gary also grew up with Alicia, Liz asked him to confirm that Alicia was never homeless. And he's like, no, she was never homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Which will set up the argument between the two of them later in the show.
Mm-hmm.
We also had Alicia at the beach before all of this,
Yes, with Rulla.
meeting up with Rulla.
That's the only time we saw Rulla at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Rulla, and Alicia talk a little bit about Brian.
Mm-hmm.
And, Rulla said she didn't see it coming because Brian used to worship her.
Mm-hmm.
And Alicia says she has empathy for Rulla because that was like what her mom did. Her mom took her dad back a few times before
Mm-hmm.
the end of that relationship. But unlike Alicia's mom, Rulla's financially independent. She owns a business.
Yeah.
She knows how to plan with money because she's a financial advisor and
Mm-hmm.
everything. And Alicia knows she's in a position where she has nothing
Yeah.
if, Billy walks away from her.
Yeah.
And so Rulla advises Alicia to advocate for herself, ask for a steak and pizza mama.
Yeah.
And the thing about this the most was like, Alicia says that her daughter Selena's at a girl empowerment camp. And it's like, you need that, Alicia.
Mm-hmm.
You need to stand up for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
They do run into someone who's Joellen's neighbor. I don't remember her name.
Amanda used to live
Amanda.
there. Joellen and they were their neighbors, and they used to be friends. And they talked about.
Yeah, they don't speak to each other anymore.
Yeah, she said they don't talk. Something happened with them, and Rulla's like, "Oh yeah, see, she always has issue with somebody." So
yeah,
then
I'm not shocked that Joellen has a feud with her neighbor.
Yeah,
but Rulla, this is not a reason to ignore Brian as the problem here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, last week he was telling Alicia and Billy at dinner that he purposely got Rulla drunk the night they met.
Yeah, that was not cool.
No, not cool at all.
Oh man, I still got in my head. Something to say something about Liz, but I totally like.
Well, if you think of it, we'll come back to it.
I know, it's driving me nuts. Sorry if I'm little.
It's okay. So Alicia took Rulla's advice, and she, because Alicia only knows how to do this, made a poster board, like a school project, the presentation of a business plan for Pizza Mama.
Because he said, the husband was like, this is something like their daughter would do. Basically, like.
She also made a PowerPoint presentation, but she needed him to plug in the HDMI to the
because
TV.
She did not have plugged in TV.
Yeah.
So she came up with different ideas for Pizza Mama, and some of them were good ideas. And the little one was like, I have an idea. She's like, don't interrupt me. I'm going to forget what I'm saying.
We'll come back to that in a minute.
And then when she come up with new
uniforms, year-round heart-shaped pizzas, adding personalized mama's notes to the pizzas, and making pizza boxes look like gift boxes at Christmas.
Yeah, she had, because the daughter, because she says, like I put the notes in her lunchbox, and the daughter was like, yeah, that one time it was in there, and I was like, what is this? This can't be from my mother. My mother doesn't write these, and she's like, shh, telling her to be quiet.
Yeah. Billy likes her ideas, but he also does laugh when he admits that, no, he doesn't trust her with business stuff.
Yeah.
And he gets defensive when she says that he doesn't trust her.
Yeah, and she said, well, if something happens to you, I get nothing. And he goes, you get everything. something were to happen to me, you get everything.
Yeah. He assures her that there is an estate plan and
Mm-hmm.
a money manager for her and Selena if something happens to him, because he knows she doesn't know what to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
But Alicia's like, so I'll be under someone else's control. She's still afraid, I think, that he'll leave like her dad did.
Yeah, she thinks about everybody like that.
Yeah.
I understand the trauma to that.
Yeah. But she also does get a little bit of a win when Billy says, yeah, you can have an ownership stake. So they write up a contract with a bedazzled pen, which I thought was hysterical, that states she'll get 10% of his share if they open another Pizza Mama location, but only if she works. Like, what on earth? And then
do you see that happening? Let's go down to Pizza Mama and see if she's working.
I don't see that happening.
I mean, I could go there. It's only like a half hour away from me.
Yeah.
Basically 20 minutes. But.
And then Rosie decides that she's going to invite all the girls but Kelsey to her husband Rich's Frank Sinatra show in Boston. So Rich doesn't want drama at this show, which of course means there's going to be drama at this show.
Yeah. And I like how they were saying when she met him, he was a producer at Kiss 108, which is a radio show, radio station that I'm familiar with. And he was doing a video, and she was part of his
music video, yeah.
Yeah, and I laughed because I was like, that's in Faneuil Hall. Marketplace area. I know exactly where some of the stuff was. I can't help it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked the little video that they showed and him getting ready, and he has his traditions. He's got to wear a ring on his pinky, right? Is it?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't know why. I just got to do it. It gets me in the mood. And then she's like talking about stuff, and he's like, I need to concentrate on my songs. And she even said the wrong song. I forget what she said, but it was
Fly me to the wherever, I think is what she said. And he's like, the moon. Joellen's carpooling to this event with Liz and Alicia. They both come over to her house. She's created a charcuterie board
to bring in,
and then they take it with them. They don't put it in Tupperware. They just take the whole board. This is where it comes up yet again that Alicia was talking about her, rough childhood with her mom after her dad left. Mm-hmm. And Liz insists again that she wasn't homeless, which she wasn't. But Alicia has a different... news that should surprise no one. Alicia has a different definition of homeless than anyone else. Alicia doesn't know words and says the wrong word and can't pronounce facade and all this stuff. She has a different definition of homeless. Uh-huh. She lost her childhood home, so she felt she didn't have a home, so she was homeless. That is not the use of that term technically used by everyone else usually. And she admits she might have used the wrong word, but she was just trying to share how it felt.
Yeah.
Which I understand. Mm-hmm. And instead of listening, she says Liz dissected everything she said and showed her true colors, which sets Liz off. Mm-hmm. She says she didn't dissect anything. Her true colors are beautiful. Mm-hmm. And Liz thought that she was... It seemed to me, Liz thought she was protecting Alicia because she kept saying, the country's not going to think that you were homeless because you weren't.
She's like, I didn't have a home. My dad took the home. She goes, yeah, but you had family and your aunts. And she goes, I know your family. And your family wouldn't have homeless as being on the streets, living in your car. She goes, you would never live in your car. But her mom said that they lived different places. They weren't like in one place. They lived in different places until they ended up at their grandparents' house. But they were kind of homeless. They just didn't have a home of their own, but they had places to stay. They had places to stay, which that's how some people like Alicia. Some people do say, I'm homeless. I'm just couch surfing. So they're in different people's places, but they're still staying somewhere, but they're kind of homeless. So I get how Alicia was trying to say it, and I get how Liz.
I
There's two different ways, but they both got mad at each other. Liz did apologize multiple times. Alicia kept going. I understand, and now Liz is pissed off.
well,
Joellen trying to.
I understand why Alicia's mad at Liz too, because there's a lot of "I'm sorry, but" with
Yes,
Liz. I
yeah.
feel like,
Mm-hmm.
um,
And then Joellen's trying to get them to stop, and
yeah,
then Liz is like, going at Joellen now. Like
yeah.
now,
Liz calls her phony because she had said at the dinner that the idea of Alicia being homeless was, she laughed about it.
yeah.
Um,
And then she said, "Yeah, my husband knows you, and he said you weren't homeless."
mm-hmm.
She's like, "But I understand what you mean, But
Yeah.
then they're all going, and I'm like,
Alicia's crying.
Yeah.
Joellen's trying to get her to eat a cracker to
Yeah.
feel better. And
Yeah.
we leave on "to be continued."
Mm-hmm. And then we got previews for next week, and it doesn't look good.
No. Joellen and Liz are going to be the ones causing the trouble at Rich's show next week, from the looks of it.
And Alicia's still crying.
Alicia's still crying. Joellen storms out at one point, it looks like, so.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be another interesting one. It's just, with these ladies, it's like, lately, it's just like, boom, 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 boom. Like,
it's just nothing but drama, and nothing but arguing about the drama or discussing the drama, and I just need something else to happen.
Yeah, I need something else to happen, too, with this stuff. But I'm like, oh, is somebody going to get in a fist fight? Is this going to be a thing now? I could see Liz throwing a punch. I could see Joellen throwing a punch, too, so. Because she said, and then she say something like she's not afraid of her or something like that.
Something like that.
That's explosive. It's just this cycling everything again, the going through this stuff with Kelsey, and I was like, come on, can we get some new, different stuff in here? I mean, we got a few different stuff. Alicia going to her husband and like trying to get the part of Pizza Mama and stuff. That was, a highlight. She.
Yeah, the stuff with Alicia and Rulla and Alicia talking to Billy about Pizza Mama in this episode was refreshing because it wasn't drama.
It wasn't arguing, and they had some of the.
Yeah.
Alicia doesn't want to start stuff with the Rulla and be like, I think it was wrong that they volunteered Alicia to be the one to do things. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to cause issues. She wants her to wake up, and see things because she doesn't want to get hurt, but she don't want to be the one to hurt her. I understand that. I totally understand.
I understand that too. I just can't take much more of the drama, Brandi. I'm not going to lie. Like, this is the kind of grade school bullshit that I don't have patience for.
I know. But I can't help it. It's a train wreck you can't look away from.
I mean, I could look away very easily.
I can't. I need to know what's going to happen. I need to know what's going to happen next. And I want to see them get past all this.
Next week's episode 10. We've got 5 episodes after that, I think. 4 or 5. So we've got 5 or 6 episodes left.
I need everybody to get past it. I need to get past the stuff.
I'm curious if we don't have 1 or 2 of these ladies coming back for season 2.
Well, so far they seem like they're all coming back because they're all doing press and they're all doing meet.
Well, I'm sure they're all contractually obligated to do press for this season.
Yeah, they're doing meet and greets. I don't think they're contractually obligated to do meet and greets.
Who knows? Who knows? But that's for next season. We will worry about that when it occurs.
I like the stuff from last week when we got to see Liz at her job and with
Dolores.
I almost said Dorina. I don't know why I almost said Dorina. I don't know. That name's in my head. But Dolores, I liked that. That was refreshing. I like the little stuff that like the
stuff that's not the main storyline of drama.
Yeah. Like crawling under the table. I thought that was stupid when they all went under the table.
Yeah, Liz is going under the table first. Like, aren't you like 50 something?
Yeah.
Why are you hiding under the table?
Yeah.
I would have just gotten up and walked away.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, welcome to Rhode Island, bitches. This is what we get.
I
It's
think
meant to be a
that's
bumpy
everything
ride.
from the show today.
Yeah, it's what I can remember. The trivia,
The
the
trivia
mess
thing,
with the mess with that, the
the
beach,
Rosie and
the
Kelsey
Rosie and
stuff.
Kelsey stuff, the
Yeah,
Liz
I think
and
that's all of it.
Alicia and Joellen
Yeah.
stuff, and Ashley talked to her sister. We got to see her sister and for a minute on the screen.
Ashley, I think,
Sam
was about to dye her hair
with no
without
gloves,
using gloves.
and her sister said, "It won't stain you
It won't stain that badly.
that
Like,
badly. It will stain you, but it
it will. Will definitely stain you.
I think I saw someone do that, and their hands were like for a while.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ashley. Let's see how that turns out. I might
No.
have some gloves you can borrow because I get some from my mom. But it's a bumpy ride for sure,
It
and
is. It
I
is.
can't wait to see the stuff that happens next. It was a little bit. I don't know. Some of it was cringy.
It was very cringy
Hmm.
today.
Hmm.
Like, I'm sorry. If you don't know how to behave in public when people are filming you,
Hmm.
and if you're going to take a joke that isn't funny so far that you make a sash that says Miss Slam Pig,
Hmm. Like
like,
she
I
just
just.
went there to cause trouble like
She
that
did. That's the thing that I don't like about Kelsey. It's that
the
when
grade school shit.
she's decided from the very beginning that she doesn't like Rosie
Hmm.
for whatever it was, the not commenting on social media when she did Rosie's hair or whatever it was.
Hmm.
And ever since the show began, she has just gone out of her way to make Rosie's life a living hell.
Yeah, talking
And
all about
Rosie has
her.
not reacted well to that, and I don't blame her for not reacting well to that. But I don't blame Kelsey for not reacting well to some of the stuff Rosie said either.
Yeah, it's a
But Kelsey's
lose
very
lose situation.
antagonistic in this situation.
Yeah, it's a lose lose situation.
Yeah.
I didn't like how they put Ashley into things. I don't like,
I don't like how Ashley's in the middle of this.
yeah. And Ashley just wants to be friends with everybody and invite everybody and just wants everybody to get along. I understand that. It's not going
Ashley
to
strikes
happen.
me as like the mom who's been stuck in her house with her kids for several years, and she's in a place where she doesn't have many friends, and she gets this
Mhm.
opportunity to make a bunch of new friends, and then all this drama happens.
It's high school.
Yeah.
It's high school. So that's high
It's high
school.
school. It's grade school
Kelsey is
bullshit.
young. Like they're still young. I mean, even at older, even at our ages, there are still some people our age that still like to start shit. I have someone
Yeah.
that in my life that in their 40s, starting shit too. So like, I totally understand. But y'all need to grow up and y'all need to be women, not fight like high schoolers and be
Yep.
bitchy. That's another thing too. Is like I want to see a show where some women get along. I understand that Little
Yeah.
Housewives are not going to be it because it's going to be that they thrive on drama. Oh, you don't like this one? What's this story with this one? Oh, we want to focus on that. I want one where they just get along. When they went to do like things together and they actually did get along when they were riding bikes and stuff. That
Yeah.
thing in Newport. And then Joellen saying stuff about, oh, I took a walk with Alicia and Alicia confessed things to me, but like didn't say everything, but said some things. And she's like, well, I don't want to say everything because it was in confidential. I wish you were there with us to walk with it, to hear it, but I'm not going to say it, but I kind of said it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like that either. Like,
I don't
don't
like that either.
hint at it and say stuff that was meant for you in confidentiality, and then you're like, well, it was said to me, but I'm not telling you everything that was said. It was just a little tidbit here and there. Like, no, don't do that. That's not cool.
Yeah.
That's not cool. And it looked like they had a good time when they were walking. But then to make it seem
Yeah.
like it wasn't a good time, like they all have their own quirks that drive me nuts. All of them have that. I mean, I
Yeah.
understand Ashley's a crier. I'm a crier too. I think she cries more than I do. Definitely. I
I
mean,
think Ashley's cried in every episode so far.
Yeah,
feels like.
I think she has. And everybody's like, "Oh, there goes Ashley crying again." I'm like, "Leave her alone. She's sensitive. Like, I understand that. Just fuck off." I would tell people that too. Like, if I was there, if they start saying something about her, I'm like, "Just fuck off. Just fuck off, ma. Just fuck off.
Yeah.
Don't do it." I see they want to protect people, but then they're picking sides and fighting, and I'm like, what do you want to be? You want to be
Yeah.
the friend that protects your friends, or the one that starts all these issues? Like, I don't understand. I don't
I
get it.
don't understand either. I don't get it. This is why I hate reality TV.
I know,
But
but I
I said I'd
hopefully,
watch this with you,
mhm.
and I have enjoyed parts of it.
Yeah, there's stuff I
It's
enjoyed parts of
mostly
too.
a hate watch, but I have enjoyed parts of it.
Adelia tried to get out of doing this tonight, and I kind of got a little bit. I know you felt my.
I feel so tired,
I know I'm tired
and
too.
I didn't think I could be coherent,
I
but
just want to get.
I drank a lot of Mountain Dew, and I made myself coherent for this, for you.
Thank you.
It's not that I didn't want to do the show with you, it's that I just didn't think I had it in me to do the show tonight. I'm about to go collapse in bed. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I have to too. My husband has to go to work early, so we should end this stuff. So
Yeah, let's end this. Thank you, Brandi, for joining me tonight. We will be back next Sunday, May 31st, 2 days after my birthday stream on the Pulse, Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific.
on
So
my
tune in for that.
18th birthday. My nephew turns 18 on the 31st. I'm sorry,
Oh,
I
wow.
can't hold right
No,
now.
it's okay. It's okay.
My little Caden. He's turning 18. He's about to graduate.
My little Jack's about to be 5. I can't handle it.
Mhm.
Anyways, we'll be back next Sunday. Until then, guys, we're out of here.
Welcome
Bye.
to Rhode Island, bitches.